Hello, everybody. Jason with Learn Survive. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and more importantly, taking care of one another. Now, I know in my last video I said I was going to get back to doing videos, and I didn't. And I'll be honest, this inflation is taking its toll on us like it has many other people. And, we just make it. And my videos for tips and tricks and, general survival didn't do as well as my gear videos and my knife videos and stuff like that. So I just kind of weaned away from them and concentrated on that. And now not having that disposable income has eliminated me doing a lot of things. As some of you can tell, back there's probably a few knives missing that I've sold over the past several months just to make a bill or groceries or anything like that. We all do what we have to do to survive. No shame in that whatsoever. So anyway, last week I got a comment from Hamburger Meat 2 that asked me to go. I should start doing the survival videos and tips and tricks again. And he also said, why don't I discuss current events and what's going on, what I think's happening, what I think might happen, And I always try to avoid stuff like that because my thinking from my past experiences in life and processing and analyzing information may be a little bit than the vast majority of my viewers. And I didn't want to ruffle any feathers and offend anybody. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, okay, maybe I should do this. And if somebody sees something a different way and they're not of my opinion, I welcome their opinions in the comments. If you know something I don't, or you feel something, or see something a different way, maybe dialogue between the two of us can help make a better informed decision of what might happen, what could happen, what will happen. And I never like to use the word will happen because you never know. Things can always change. So with all that being said, let's get into the first video. We're going to talk about the war in the Ukraine, Russia. Now this is very, very odd when you take in several small incidences that happen, but can still be major when you think about it and look at it in the scope. So, Putin first went in. He said he was going in to rid the Ukraine of Nazis. That was one of his big main goals. And he never called it a war. He called it a special operations mission. Now, a lot of people are wondering, well, Zelensky's a Jewish fellow. Why would there be Nazis? Why would he have neo-Nazis in the Ukraine? I know I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this. Azov Battalion, which is basically the Ukrainian National Guard, from what I gather, founded by neo-Nazis, and all their members are neo-Nazis. You can find pictures of them all over the internet, and their emblems on their uniform are modernized neo-Nazi emblems. There's pictures of them with a Ukrainian flag and a swastika on it. Till this day, there are still pictures coming out of captured Ukrainian fighters with swastika and other neo-Nazi tattoos that come out from the captured Ukrainian fighters. Now, we go flash forward to a month or two into that war, March of 2022. A building along the border of, close to the border of Ukraine and Russia, was destroyed by the Ukrainians. This is one building that Putin definitely wanted inspected because he suspected, and his intelligence showed, this was a biolab, and that it was most likely being funded by the West. Now, if it wasn't, why would the Ukrainians just destroy it? And at that same time, that happened, Zelensky ordered all documents of Hunter Biden's business transactions in the Ukraine destroyed, along with cracking down on freedom of speech on political parties, banning political parties that weren't in line with him, um, and even banning the biggest religion in the Ukraine. And even as far as when we're talking about speech, whether it be political speech or not, even as early as 2 months ago, he cracked down on certain regions where they couldn't talk about how they've been living with power outages for the past however many months, and how, you know, how bad their living is. Anything that would look bad for him, he's banning people talk about to the press that may come through there, because at that time the press was in that region um, filming stories, but didn't want the people talking about certain things going on. Um, uh, it's wild because the Ukraine, there's that Donbass region and a couple regions out there that are heavily uh, populated by Russians and not Ukrainians. And there's been things going on, almost a genocide in that region for 6 years now, against the Russian people. They're not happy. The Ukrainians aren't happy that this region has such a vast number of Russians that aren't that are of Russian descent, not Ukrainian descent, living within this region, and that is the main area that the Azovs were fighting in and committing war crimes in. So, my take on it is this is actually not a war. I believe, even though they're broke and everything, Russia does have the equipment and the manpower compared to the Ukraine. They could have ran through there by now. That this is more of a special operations than a full-on war. I don't believe that he's at war with the Ukraine. He's at war with the deep state in the Ukraine. If you see things different, please say something in the comments. Tell me what you know, what you think, and maybe we can get a dialogue going that could lead to better information and to better pinpoint what may happen and prepare for that eventuality. Now, about Russia's relationship with the West. Yes, Russia's pissed that we're giving money in the arms to the Ukraine. I think anybody in a situation like this would be. And I think it's become a whip it out, let's see whose uh, dick is bigger mentality. I don't think Putin will make any moves against any Western countries. I don't think he has any desire to launch any kind of nukes on any of the Western countries or NATO countries. I also have a feeling that if a tactical nuke was used within the borders of the United States, that would be blamed on Russia, but it would actually be us doing it to have the eventuality of martial law being declared, suspending rights, and a lot of bad things would happen with that. Uh, so that's what I think is going on. Whether you agree or disagree with me, that's fine. Like I said, let's talk about things in the comments, and maybe between people with other opinions and other thoughts and even other experiences. We can pinpoint and come to a better idea of what may go down, what may happen, and what we need to do to. That being said, I will talk to y'all later. Hope you guys have a wonderful uh, week ahead, the rest of the week. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Talk to you real soon.